this. Oh, Nelson did not like that. My dog just left. Welcome back to another video, you guys. Okay, today is St. Patrick's Day. And believe it or not, this is like literally the only green thing that I own in my closet. I had to, you know, support North Texas. That's where my sister goes. But for this video, I decided, you know what? I don't really have a lot of green in my like collection of stuff that I do, but what I do have is a pretty good Elphaba. And you know what? It's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm just gonna get all greened up for you guys, give you some tips and tricks on how to use this makeup, because this is like not normal makeup. And yeah, we're gonna go from this to this. Oh, wow, she's the green beauty. Okay, before we get into the tutorial, my name is Leeko Ray. I am a drag queen here in the YouTube world. So if you like what you see, give me a like. If you extra like, leave a comment down below. And if you really like it, subscribe so you can keep seeing what I'm posting. Okay, let's get into this before all this melts off. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit closer. Step one, I'm gonna go shave all this off. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, so I'm back. We're clean shaven, we're ready to go. First step I use the photo finish, and I just put this generously all over. I'm still like not convinced about primer. I mean, I use it, but like, I don't know. I haven't experimented enough with it, and I just use it because everyone else uses it and I'm scared to not use it anymore. So this might not work. Okay, so what's different about this makeup than any other makeup that I do is that the base is water activated. Now, because of that, it's this little MAC cake. Here, let me show you inside what it looks like. So it looks like that. It's the most beautiful shade of green. The thing that's unique about this is I have to do my base first and then everything, you know, my eyes and everything after. Normally I do my eyes first, then the base. But because of the way that this interacts with your skin, always do this first. So because it's water activated, what I do is I take the lid and I just take a water bottle and I just pour a little bit of the water bottle into the lid like that. And then I sit it next to my cake. So I have a special brush I use for this. This is a MAC 108 brush and it looks like this. If you watch any of the like Elphaba's Getting Ready, they use these like big like paint brushes. I couldn't find those specifically, but I found this one at MAC, so I was like, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna stick to it, and it works pretty well. So basically what I do is I dip my brush into the water like this and just pick up some of the water. And then I take my cake like this and I kind of like wet it. And so you'll see that it's starting to like get the color on there. And the whole, this is the whole drama about using this makeup, is you have to get the ratio of water to product correct, because it's either gonna be too pasty or it's gonna be too watery, and you have to find like the correct like medium, and it's just, it's difficult. And like, it's crazy. Go watch anyone else's tutorial using these Chromacakes, and like everyone does it so easily. And like, I'm not here to lie to you, like this stuff is difficult to use, but like once you get it and kind of get the flow, it becomes a little bit easier. So we're gonna apply and see where we're at. So like, you can tell I have too much water. There's way too much water and I need less water and more product because it's so streaky and it's like super shiny like that. So I need to use less water next time. And I'm just gonna we're gonna kind of build it up a little bit. Gosh, okay, so I definitely need more product. Okay, there, see that? That is perfect. So too much water, and that's the perfect right in the middle. I love getting green. It's crazy. It's like, there's something about being green that's so cool, and it's like, It's so different than any other type of like makeup. And I feel like when I'm green, it's one of those things that like, when I wear like normal drag makeup, like I know it's me and like I can see me. When I'm green, it's truly, I feel like a different person. So I just dipped a little bit more into the water, and then we're going on this because it's starting to like dry out a little bit. So it's getting too dry. Now I will say, if you're somebody who sweats, this is not the makeup for you. I don't know how to stress this enough, because this is water activated. As soon as your ass starts sweating, you're gonna get little beads of green coming down your face. There are different companies, I think Krylon and maybe like Mayron, they actually offer green makeup, but it's like alcohol activated, or they have their own, you know, activators. Those are much better, and those will stay on all day long, and they're great. This is easy to get on and off. But like I said, if you're prone to sweating, don't do it. You're gonna be so disappointed because it's gonna be running all over your face. Okay, let's let this dry. I put it on kind of thick. It's okay. We're gonna survive. Okay, so we have our base down. Now, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with my application. There's a couple spots that's like spotty like in here, but that's okay because we're gonna highlight. Now, this is personal preference when it comes to highlighting this type of makeup. For me, I like to use yellow. I know a lot of artists like to use either a lighter green and or white. I would say if you had to pick out of the three and you're not gonna do yellow, do a lighter green, don't do white, because you're gonna look very ashy. Whereas using a yellow for your highlight will really help make you look brighter, but it's still like in the green family. The problem is, if you use white, your natural skin tone is now green, and white is not how you would brighten up your like foundation. Let's say if you actually had green skin, you would use something that was a lighter green and or a yellow to lighten the green up, not white. So you have to kind of like put your headspace in that your skin is green, it's not, you know, pale or white, like that kind of gig. So I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Flash palette and I'm going to dip into this yellowy gold cream. Now, I said earlier in this video that this is your new skin, and you shouldn't treat this like a cream makeup because it does not want to blend with other cream makeups. So when you're applying your like highlighter to your T-zone, your initial reaction is gonna be, oh, I'm just gonna like smear it like all over where I want it and then blend it out. But the problem is this doesn't blend like normal cream. So you have to put it up where you want it the brightest and then slowly blend it out because it's gonna sit on top of the green. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this up here, just like that. And then I'm gonna start to blend it out. Okay, so we're making progress. And then we're gonna put it on our forehead. Oh God, I put too much. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring some depth back into my face, because if you just paint yourself a flat color, it's not gonna look good. And so you can see here on my forehead, the colors aren't mixing. I'm just shearing out the yellow slowly over time. Now you can see I did something right here because I piled the green on too heavy. I actually pulled it off with the sponge. So now there's no more green under there. And that makes me very sad. I just put a little bit on my finger and just retouched that little spot up because she tried it, girl. Okay, so next we're going with powder. So I just used Benign, and it's just a translucent powder. Like I said, this is just a neutral set, and we're just gonna put this all over and get ourselves nice and powdered up. Oh God, I look crazy. Ugh. Okay, so you should be feeling matte. You should be like getting your zhush. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go in and we're going to do our eyes because our eyes need some Jesus. So I'm gonna take that purple cream again. Purple. So I'm gonna take the yellow cream and we're gonna go under our eyes with it. I'm just gonna use my fingers because it's easier. Okay, so I like to do Elphaba's makeup based off her second act look. The first act is kind of plain, there's not a lot going on, but the second act is really where she kind of like matures and gets like just a little bit more like fantasy, and I need the help, you know? So I just have like this like purple palette that I made, just a bunch of random purples in it. I'm gonna stick that in there and then we're gonna blend her out. This is what makes me nervous about this makeup, is doing the eyes second over the face, because if I mess up, I'm like, ooh. But what's nice is, I mean, I've only been doing this look for like maybe 12 minutes so far. So it's easy if I were to mess it up to take it off and start over. And then next I'm gonna go in with like a purple. These look the same, the same shade almost, under or on top of the yellow cream. I promise you they're not. And I'm taking a lighter purple and we're just gonna go in the inner and blend everything together now. I'm so sad because normally when I'm like blending all this together, I got my little, you know, Wicked soundtrack blasting in the background, or I'm like watching some like comparison videos. Do you guys do that? Those like 10-minute like which Elphaba sang, you know, the Fierro riff in No Good Deed the Best. Oh, I live for those. It'll be like 3 a.m. and I've watched 10 like back to back to back to back. And it's crazy because I don't really have any like favorites per se. I think Eden Espinosa probably is like top of the list if I had to like pick one. But I want to know down below, who's your guys' favorite Elphabas? Like who like really like takes you like there when like they're Elphaba? I know everyone seems to love, oh God, what's her name? Jessica Voss. I don't get it. She has like an accent that like, I don't know where it's from, but something about it that just like her singing is stunning, but she just has an accent to it that like is so weird to me that I just like, I don't know. It doesn't take me out of it, but there's something about her accent that I find odd. But everyone swears by her, so. Okay, next I'm gonna go with a little bit of black and we're going to just darken up our corners a little bit. And then we're gonna go underneath with all of our shadows. So I'm gonna blend the black down and I'm gonna bring the purple down there too as well. Remember, we're doing Act 2 Elphaba, so we need to bring the drama. Okay, so we're gonna bring back those thick, delicious black eyebrows. And I just brush them out like this. If you don't have eyebrows, you gotta watch someone else's tutorial. I cannot help you with that. I don't know what that's like. I've never felt that. I've never experienced that. I don't know her. Okay, so next we're moving on to the complexion. So this is where it gets interesting because we need to do contouring and all those things, but the thing is we don't need to be adding makeup. So the idea is that outside of the eyes, there really shouldn't be a lot of like blush and highlighter and those types of things that look added on. Everything needs to look natural to like what green skin would like give off. So what I like to use is I have this shade right here by Sugar Pill. So I'll just kind of dip into this and I'll use this just to kind of knock back some of that white translucent powder that we were just struggling with earlier. Just to kind of bring back the green. And it doesn't do, like, it's not out here, you know, doing God's work or anything. But I feel that it's an important step in helping enhance the smoothness of the green on your face. See, I already feel more even, like, looking at myself. I mean, I could just be making that shit up. I don't know. This step probably did nothing, but I feel better, so that's all that matters. So for my contour, I have this deep purple shade. So it's almost black, but it's not. It's like, it's purple. And we're just going to lightly contour in a little bit. Just to give us a little bit more depth in our, like, see how this side's like, and this side's a little bit more flat. Oh, she's arrived. Ooh, 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 ooh. And this is like, oh, when the stage lights hit you, ooh, we're gonna be like, damn, that Elphaba is snatched. Okay, so then I'm gonna blend it out again with that green that we did earlier, just to soften her up a little bit so we don't lose all that hard work. And now, oh, see, I used to be like that, but now, see, everything's just like, ooh, ooh, we're trying to pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Okay, we're gonna contour the nose, which is obviously the scary part, always the scary part. Like, that's why I left it for last, because I didn't want to do it. Blend that out with. And it's just, I don't even know, let me see what this is. I have no idea. I depotted this green shade right here, like, years ago. We have a few more, just like little final touches. Lipstick. So I know in the show she doesn't really wear lipstick. I don't like that. So I like to wear black lipstick with this look. And what I do is I take a little bit of purple eyeshadow and just kind of drop it in the center just to like tie the whole thing together. Okay, and then while it's still a little wet, what I'll do is I will take dual chrome shade right here. I think this is Makeup Geek. This is Black Light by Makeup Geek. Again, that shadow is like 10 years old. So I'll take that and I'll go right there in the middle. Like that. Ooh, look how cool that is. Just like a fun little bling, you know, just to give it some dimension. Again, because this makeup is inherently flat and it was designed flat. And I don't understand that. And I'm like, we need to bring back the life, you know, into this makeup. Okay. Last thing. Now I know I totally lied about this earlier. I said no highlighter. I have a secret weapon, if I can find it. I have a secret weapon, and it's this little guy. So this is a highlighter. This is Luster Powder Opal Ice. Who makes this? I have no idea who makes this. Here's like a little. There's no way this is called Opal Ice because opal's normally white. So this must have been something else and then was turned green. I don't know, someone gave it to me. Here's the label. My good gal pal Paul gave it to me. When I tell you this is the most iconic green highlighter I have ever seen / used. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, and it doesn't make any fucking sense how amazing this shit is. Buff that on. Oh, I put too much. We're just gonna buff her on there. Let's see, are you ready for this, you guys? Oh my God. Look at that. Are you fucking kidding me? It just makes me wet. And I only can wear it in this makeup, but it's the perfect transition just to give your skin a little bit of shine from the yellow to the green. It's just spectacular. It's just, I'm at a loss for words. Again, I don't know why they don't use this in the show. Uh-oh, I got a little overboard. I don't know why they don't use it in the show, but again, it just gives you a little bit of like a natural sheen. It knocks down your contour a little bit so your contour is not, you know, super crazy, and it blends in with the yellow so iconically that I just, Gagatandra. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm with my costume on, I'll be right back. Boom, and we're back. Okay, here's the tea. I didn't paint my hands because I'm still like working, I'm touching my camera, I'm touching my computer, I'm doing all that, and I'm not trying to get green on anything. This is the final look. So this is basically her. I am fully dressed like head to toe, bitch. I got my corset on, I got my skirt, I got my cape, I got all the pieces. It's hard to fully get it in the camera. I'll link some video here. So this is actually from a Wicked performance that I had done like 2 years ago, I think. It's super cute. You guys need to check it out. It's like 10 minutes long. I try to do the whole story of like Wicked. It's pretty epic. But yeah, this is basically it. This is her. I'm feeling the fantasy. How do you guys feel this turned out? I think it turned out pretty good. I'm starting to sweat a little bit just because like I had to put all of this on by myself and nobody's home right now, and I was sitting here like wrestling with myself trying to get this on. Normally I like am not sweating in this outfit. It's not a very hot outfit, but because I talked a lot about sweating in this costume, I want you to see what I was talking about. So I don't know if you can see right there, like on my forehead, the sweat is collecting the green, and then once it pools enough, it will start to run like literally down your face, and it's the worst. Oh, look, I got it. I got it on camera. Do you see it's running? Do you see the makeup running right there? That's exactly what I'm talking about with this makeup. So just like, be prepared. I told you that that's what happens with this makeup. I don't know how these girls do it on Broadway without like sweating, unless they're constantly being powdered. If anyone has an answer to that, I would love to know. Well, that's it. I hope you guys had a happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully you learned something. I don't know. If you did, leave a comment down below. I will see you guys next time. And as always, stay safe out there. I'm stuck. There we go. Fuck.